What's up, guys? My name is Bryan Carreto, and on this channel, I talk about accounting, audit, and everything it takes to be an awesome CPA. Let's go over a question we received recently on the channel, and this person is still in a community college, and they're debating, should I continue at a certain university in accounting? Should I go into finance? Also, their second question is, should I choose one school over the other? And I kind of go into detail and kind of really break this question down like if I were, coaching this person. But hopefully, if one person, usually I know if one person has this question, usually a bunch of you have the same question. So let's start off with, they're at a community college. I think that is awesome. I think that was probably one of the best decisions you could have made, especially early on in your accounting career. I myself went to a community college. It was the best thing I ever did, especially when I was younger, because it was so much cheaper. So that's awesome. Kudos to you. I think that's great. Second thing is they want to know if they should continue to pursue accounting or finance. All right. Obviously, I'm going to be super biased, but I'm going to tell you to go into accounting, especially if you're not. I'm going to tell you to go into accounting because I think the opportunities you're going to have coming out of college, in my opinion, just given the schools that you gave me, that you listed here, I think accounting is going to be way better for you. And personally, in my opinion, let's say you wanted to, I don't really know too much about investment banking because I never did it myself, but let's say you wanted to go into like investment banking or something along those lines. In my opinion, if you got like a really good accounting foundation and then you went and got an MBA after that, and then you went into and you got your MBA at like a top 10 school, and then you jumped into it, I think that'd be great. But let's just take it from the sense that after your 4-year degree, you plan to start working, and I think accounting is going to give you so many more options. I think the pay is going to be pretty competitive compared to what you can get with just like a finance degree, because I think typically what I see a lot of finance majors do, and I don't really, not to put them down or anything, but I think accounting overall is just such a better degree. I think you learn a lot more about debits and credits, financial statements. I think it's so much better for you as far as giving you opportunities coming straight out of college. Again, I'm not knocking finance completely, but I'm not a big fan of it. I don't think it really teaches you a valuable skill or trade coming out of college. Again, although I do think investment banking and all of that stuff, if you go down that route later on in your career, I think that's fantastic. But given that the two schools you listed, I wouldn't say they're usually they're not really target schools for something that's finance driven. I think with accounting, you're going to be so much better off. So when it comes to choosing accounting over finance, I choose accounting any day, 100%. I think you're much, 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 much better off choosing accounting, especially coming out of college. I think the career opportunities and what you're going to be given is going to be so much better. And then as far as choosing a school, you listed out here Baruch College or Pace University. So I did a little bit of research on both of them. Maybe I'm butchering this, but Baruch College looks like they're both schools in New York. Especially when it comes to your undergrad, I can tell you from my experience, coming out of college, not having $100,000 of debt and just having all this debt on top of me just gave me so much more leeway to be able to really try to focus on my career, learn, develop, grow as a professional, because I wasn't stressed out about literally having to pay off my student loans, because unfortunately for me, I literally had zero debt when I came out of school, like nothing. Although maybe I didn't have much when I came out, at least I wasn't in the negative. And the worst thing that I think happens to a lot of people that study accounting specifically is that they go to these really big schools and they put themselves in massive amounts of debt. And I am just like, although the return on investment is good from a time perspective that you spend in your degree studying accounting, because the opportunities, in my opinion, are really good. And I think the starting pay, while it's not the best, it is definitely pretty good. Coming out of college with a bunch of debt is just the worst thing you can do, especially when you're 21, 22, 23 years old, having $100,000 of debt. I can't sign off on that. I just cannot. So from these two schools, it's Baruch College or Pace University. I think from a cost perspective, first, Baruch College is a public university, so I can guarantee you that's probably going to be much cheaper than Pace, which is a private college. So look at the cost benefit as far as from a cost perspective. How much are you going to really put yourself in a debt with going to Pace University? Second thing, I would outweigh the opportunities or the accounting schools, especially since we're going to study accounting, not finance. What are the opportunities? What firms go recruit at these schools? Try to figure that out. Try to figure out, hey, do they have a pretty good beta off site program? Do they have good accounting societies on campus? Try to figure these things out before you decide on a school. So I think that first thing is cost. Second thing is their accounting school or business school, their opportunities that they have with accounting, what firms go recruit there. If you figure out like, hey, a lot of people that graduate from this accounting college or school, where do they go end up work? Do a lot of the big firms go recruit there? It's not the end of the world if big firms don't recruit at your school, but I think the opportunities you're going to have are much better, and you're going to be more well equipped if you have some firms go and recruit at your college. And I think that's really it. I think if I were to look at this, I think you definitely need to continue in accounting. I would not choose finance over accounting in your instance. And I think the public college is probably going to be better from a cost perspective. It's going to be more economically sound for you to do that. And as long as this Baruch college isn't like in the complete middle of nowhere and you need to drive like 5 hours to get to any firm, then I think that's probably the better bet for you. That's what I would do. I think you're still really young. I think these next 2 years, I would really focus on getting really good with Excel, learning your debits and credits. Like, you need to fundamentally understand accounting. And lastly, try to get as involved as you possibly can on campus with your Beta Alpha Psi, with your local accounting societies, because I promise you, the more involved you are, the better interpersonal skills you're going to have, the more opportunities you're going to get, and the more you're going to put yourself in front of people that you're going to want to work with and you're going to want to figure out, and you're going to surround yourself with like really accountant-minded people. And usually those are the people that end up, in my opinion, the most successful coming out of college. And then after that, you start your career, and hopefully these things work out for you. If you found value in this video, please make sure to smash the like button below. Till next time, peace.